President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi congratulated the national football team on reaching the FIFA World Cup round of 16 for the first time in the national team's history. This came after the national team defeated Australia 4-2 on penalties. On his social media account, the president said that the national team proved that believing in the ability with competing with the team spirit achieves victory. The president also wished the national team more success in the upcoming games. And to be shedding more light on this important historic achievement in terms of sports in general and football in specific, I'm honored to be having with me over the phone Mr. Mohamad Abu Samra, the sports analyst and the former football player for Ghazl al-Mahal. Mr. Mohamad Abu Samra, thank you very much for being with us tonight on Nile TV International on such a historic night in the history of football for Egypt.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you very much.
Tell me more about how you feel, the pride of the players, the pride of the national team after reaching and qualifying for the round of 16 for the first time in the history of the World Cup, for the first time in our history as Egyptians. We never saw it before.
Listen, Ahmed, I cannot explain my joy right now because I've seen a great team who deserves to go far in this competition, Ahmed. I feel it in my heart before the penalty kicks that they will qualify, and that's what exactly happened, Ahmed. We really deserve to continue, at least for the next stage. A great team, a great coach, everything is great. After the letter of congratulations of our president, our dear president, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, for the favor of those young players who deserve a lot. They did a lot for our country, Ahmed. I cannot explain my joy right now. It's something big. It's something huge. It's a real honor for us, Ahmed.
Yes, Imam Ashur for today, he scored the goal, a historic goal, because he got us on the front foot in the game, scoring 2 goals in the competition, one against Belgium, the other against Australia. He becomes the 3rd Egyptian player to ever score 2 goals in the World Cup after Abdurrahman Fawzi and Mohamad Salah. Tell me more about his performance for today.
Imam Ashur, he did play in his position, Ahmed, especially the second time. I do believe that Imam Ashur was made to be number 8 and number 10. That's why we have seen that Imam Ashur, he covers all the areas in the midfield. He's a real midfielder, Ahmed. He's not a winger. He's not a defender. He's not a number 9. He's a real number 8. You can rely on him as a number 6. That's why Imam Ashur, he's the only, for the time being, Ahmed, he's the only Egyptian player who can put the ball in the other pitch to the attacker of the national team. Look at the percentage of the accurate passes that he did tonight, Ahmed. The same thing that he has done during the match of Belgium. The great goal that he scored after a great shot, 130 kilometers per hour. One of the fastest goals. And tonight he scored with the header, something that unusual from Imam Ashur. The only thing that makes me fear of this, for Imam Ashur, that he could be injured or the fatigue or something happened to him, because this is really, it's my first time to see him playing 120 minutes, Ahmed. Yes. But as you've seen, as you have said, Ahmed, he deserves this stage. He deserves to be one of the best players of this competition. He's a real number 8, and he wears number 8, one of the best players.
We did see the message of congratulations by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on social media for the Egyptian football national team and for the Egyptians in general after this historic qualification for the round of 16 of the World Cup. And we have seen for the past months and for the past years the recommendation by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to be appointing an Egyptian coach, something that we have had in Hussam Hassan. How would you describe the performances by Hussam, Ibrahim Hassan, the Egyptian football national team management in this tournament after the performances that we have seen in the Africa Cup of Nations, finishing 4th?
You know, Ahmed, we have the chance to have 3 on the staff of Hussam Hassan, who already played in 1990, the World Cup in Italy. They already played, Hussam and Ibrahim, of course, they did play the 3 matches against Ireland, against England, against Holland. But I think that Tariq Slimane, he did play at least 40 or 30 minutes during the match of England. So we already have three of the staff of Hussam Hassan who know already the ambience and the what is happening during a World Cup. Let me tell you something about Hussam Hassan. Hussam Hassan, he's a man who is devoted for football. He lives for football, Ahmed. He lives for Egypt. This man, when he says that he loves Egypt, when he says that he loves the Egyptian national team, he means it, Ahmed. He doesn't pretend to be a patriotic guy or something. But Hussam Hassan, he proved, at least during this World Cup, Ahmed, that he's one of the best coaches who deserves to be there. He's the real heritage of Mahmoud Al-Gohari, of course, and Hassan Shahata,
yes.
The best two coaches of the history of football. And nowadays we have Hussam Hassan, and I do believe that he deserves to continue at least for more than 3 or 4 years.
Captain Abu Samra, you said Hussam Hassan was influenced by Mahmoud Al-Gohari, and he played under the legendary coach in 1990 in the World Cup, playing against the Netherlands and getting us a penalty, something that was scored by Magdi Abdel Ghani, and of course he featured in the other 2 games against England and Ireland as well. And before the tournament, he was thought of as being too much influenced by Mahmoud Al-Gohari defensively. Do you think that during the tournament, during those 4 games against Iran, Belgium, one of the biggest teams in the tournament, as we have seen against Senegal, against New Zealand, the match that we won, and against Australia, he has debunked those theories that he is a defensive coach? Because on the offensive side, especially in the extra time against Australia, we played well.
Yes, listen, Ahmed. In the beginning, Hussam was, yes, a defensive coach when he began his history with the national team
yes.
2 years ago. But everything has changed right now. I can share the same point of view with you, Ahmed, is that he's the real heritage of Mahmoud Al-Gohari, but with an evolution version of Mahmoud Al-Gohari. Look at the players of our national team during the last minutes, on the second half, on the third half, on the fourth half. They wanted to score, Ahmed. They kept the ball, and they didn't defend, even with the fatigue. Let me tell you something, Ahmed, there is a big difference between the physical fitness of the Australian team and our physical fitness. I've seen that the Egyptian players, they cannot do the passes by the end of the match, but even with the fatigue, they continue to attack. So Hussam Hassan is not a defensive coach. He knows how to offense. He knows how to play to score a goal, and that what exactly happened by the end, especially by the end of the second half, Ahmed. We missed at least 2 occasions in front of the goal of Australia. So Hussam Hassan is a new version of Mahmoud Al-Gohari, but he knows how to attack and score goals.
And do you think that he will be getting the credit that he deserves after those performances, unbeaten in the 4 games in the World Cup, winning against Australia on penalties, winning against New Zealand 3-1? Do you think that he will be getting, as you mentioned, the contract that he deserves for the upcoming 3 or 4 years? Because coming into the tournament for the World Cup, he stated that his contract had run out during the Africa Cup of Nations, or after the Africa Cup of Nations. He is on no contract. He's on a patriotic mission, as he mentioned.
You cannot replace the winning horse by the end of the course, Ahmed. He's a winner. He's a winner. He reached the 5th game of the World Cup. Listen, Ahmed, we're waiting for him to play the 3 games, and then he come back to Egypt. Right now, he will play the 5th game, and who knows, maybe we can qualify for the quarter-final. Who knows? Maybe it's, or even if it will be very difficult to play against Argentina. I do believe that Argentina will qualify tonight against Cape Verde.
Yes.
But unless this spirit, you can lose everything. I do believe that Hussam Hassan will do a good match against Argentina. on the stage of 16, and I do believe that Hosam Hassan will renew his contract. It's something very important for the national team and for him because he deserves so.
Next game on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Cairo local time, Argentina or Cape Verde. Which one would you prefer?
I prefer Argentina. I want to play against Argentina.
Wow.
I want to play against Argentina because I want to see Messi playing against us. Or maybe Salah can show us that he's better than Messi. Let us dream, Ahmed.
Why not? How did you see the performance of Mohamad Salah today with the Panenka in the penalty shootout?
He is a real guy. He is so cute when he is doing. I cannot do something like that. A Panenka in this game during the penalty kicks,
yes.
in front of a goalkeeper who does at least 180 centimeters. It's something very, very difficult. Only man who can do so, Mohamad Salah, of course.
Yes, and you mentioned the fatigue in the extra time against Australia, but on the other hand, on the other front, we did see that this got to the Australians more than that it got to us. Yeah. We played well, we played better in the extra time. How do you express the importance of fitness for the Egyptians coming into the round of 16 against either Argentina or Cape Verde? You think it will be affecting us negatively?
Listen, Ahmed, we will play next Thursday, I think.
Thursday.
Next Thursday. Yes. So we have only four days. You have 1 day for the recovery. Next day we will go to, I think, to Massachusetts. We will play in Boston, I do believe. You can correct me if I'm not right. So they will take a new plane to go there. So I do believe that it will be very difficult for the players. They cannot find enough time to have the recovery. But let me tell you something, Ahmed. The same thing will be on the other team, Cape Verde or Argentina, because they will play tonight, and then they will have less time than us. They will have 4 days and a half. We do have already 5 days. So it's the same circumstances. So when you play this competition, Ahmed, you never have enough time to recover. Never.
Yes, Mr. Mohamad Abu Samra, the sports analyst and the former football player for Ghazal Mahalla, thank you very much for being with us tonight on Nile TV International. And